What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and in the way I'm doing it in this video, it's really the last time, we're doing it like this. Reviews, I imagine, are just around the corner, with the game being in early access, really early next week. I imagine reviews are going live like Monday, Tuesday. I don't have the game. I don't actually know that as a fact. I actually didn't even check. Sometimes you can just type in, like, when does a review embargo lift, and you can kind of find it. So I imagine the reviews go live Monday or Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the absolute latest, but that'll really be the next discussion we have. And then early access will be out. People are playing it early, and then the game comes out for everybody else, the people unwilling to spend extra money, let's say, right, to do it. So we're almost there, and I kind of just wanted to put together some final thoughts. I like to do these almost reflection-like videos. I've done it for Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy and some of the games that I'm more connected to. And look, I mean, I got to be real. Like, out of those games, or I think maybe specifically the Hogwarts, I am not, like, nearly as excited for Suicide Squad as I've been for some of these other games, or other games I've done these kind of reflection videos on. But this has been, in its own way, genuinely, it's been a special kind of game. I oftentimes forget that it's been so long. And, when Gotham Knights comes out, there were so many rumors of, like, the Arkham thing, right? All of these Arkham games and all that. And so that was kind of built into the Gotham Knights discussion when they revealed it, the lead up, and then when the game came out. And it wasn't so much about, oh, well, it's been, 2-3 years since they showed it off at that DC fandom. It was like, this is the game we heard rumors about 7 years ago. You know what I mean? That length, that period of time was very, very big. Suicide Squad, I mean, it is pretty different, but it actually, and again, I forget this, it was also shown at DC Fandom 2020. So this game was shown at the exact same time as Gotham Knights. This game was supposed to come out, like pretty close to Gotham Knights, but after it, right? And here we are, quite a little bit later than we thought we were going to get Suicide Squad, and we have it. Now, technically, for this game, we also had rumors, right? In fact, I would say these rumors are pretty darn substantial. Well, probably even just like the Arkham ones. WB Montreal tried to do a Suicide Squad game, and that didn't work out, and Rocksteady kind of picked it up, and they just went with it, and here we go. Here's this game. So this also has a long history, and just, that's part of this, right? Content creator, I've made so many videos talking about it. The conversation, the kind of community around these games, they are important. They're important to me. There's something interesting as well, and this is another one of those games, a game that's just been around for an incredibly long time. Yes, there's a lot of divisiveness, and, we'll talk about that in a second, but the game has just been around for a long time, and it's finally releasing, and there's something kind of, special to that. And then, for the game itself, well, look, I've said it time and time again, but again, this is kind of the final thoughts video, so here we go. I just want this game to come out. I want it to do what it's going to do, and it's definitely going to be interesting, right? Again, I've said it before. I'm getting this game for the story. I think the gameplay can hold me for the base game. I don't think, at least from the closed tech test, I don't think the gameplay can necessarily hold me far out after that. I will come back for Joker. I will come back for all these other characters. But, for me, am I going to be playing this game every single night, 3, 4, 5 hours a day for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, or even years, depending on what they want people to play this game? No. I've been very upfront and honest with that, and I've been, I think, pretty respectful, of those that are into that stuff and those that are getting the game for it. That's just not me. It's never going to be me. I'm not going to change myself for that kind of thing. I know the kind of gamer that I am, and it's just not that. But I am, still to a degree very excited about this game. Again, specifically kind of for the story. I really want to see what they do. I've kept away from the leaks. I want to see what they do with these characters. And I think it can be a overall good game. I would say good game, like, in general, too. Because, again, I think if the gameplay kind of holds and I can at least enjoy myself through the base game. And, like I said, having the game kind of just come out and do its thing. The game has had just so many conversations, right? And again, I think personally, to kind of boost my ego, which I don't really need help doing because I do it every video. I mean, honestly, I really think I've been pretty level-headed with it all. I get people are not into this. Some people, not everybody, some people are not into this game. And, this game, as we actually have also talked about, though, there's something about some of these games that the people that are very much opposed to it still kind of come back to whatever videos or when Rocksteady posts things, right, and still has something to say. It's interesting because not every game has that, right? Some games is just this line in the sand. You either get it or there's just like not interest. Nobody, you're not interested in the game. The game is being shown and just nobody really speaks. And in this game, it's a lot different. Because of the kind of game it is, and I think it's just because of the history of Rocksteady, which again, I would say, I think I've been pretty, level-headed again, or like respectful on. I get what people, are saying, and I get kind of the shock that comes when a studio does something like this. I've said time and time again, even my dislike of live service. I'm not a live service guy, and I've spoken out against it multiple times. But to be fair and to throw it, a positive thing, I really think the kind of game this is, they are going all in. This is a live service game. This is a game that they want to be around, for a while. And I think they're doing it about as good as they can. I think the biggest thing is just, do you like the pivot? Do you like the change from, the Arkham games to now this? And you don't have to. That's the thing, with this game. But because it's DC, because it's so loud, and quite frankly, we do not have enough of these games. These games are few and far between. They have no idea, not Rocksteady, but they have no idea in general what they're doing with, DC licenses. There needs to be more of these more often. And honestly, if there were like 1 to 2 DC games every year, this, I think the controversy and the divisiveness actually wouldn't even be that big because it's not the only thing you're playing, right? You don't go from Gotham Knights, which was also an up and down and very split kind of game, to this, which is the exact same thing in terms of split, but, it's obviously a different kind of thing. And then you have Wonder Woman, which maybe Wonder Woman is where we all kind of come together and say, all right, this is the one. And I definitely don't want to jinx it, and I probably just did right there. But I do want a game, and actually I said this to like somebody in the comments a few days ago. I want that game that we all kind of come together. There is something fun to this, to be honest. I mean, I think I thrive in this kind of scenario and situation because, again, I kind of see both sides, and I get it. Like, I understand the and the love and the hate, but I do want, eventually, a game we can all kind of come together and be really excited for. I think a lot of people were really excited for Spider-Man. That was probably a good example, like on a Marvel side of things. Whereas like Midnight Suns was actually quite divisive because of the kind of game it was. So I kind of want that for DC. Just give me a game that the majority of people out there are pretty into, and we can all, and then if it's not good, at least we can all kind of experience that together as well. But yeah, I mean, it's nuts how long this has been around. It's nuts that it's finally out, and let's just, give it a go. Or not give it a go, depending on, who you are that's watching it. But I am pumped. I'm pumped to see what this game does. I always get excited to do, like, reviews specifically for, not only do I like these kind of videos for these games that have been around a while, and I've talked about a while on the channel, but then, like, the review, right, it's like a pumped up kind of thing. Like, people are, I think, a bit more interested in what I have to say, and, I feel good about it, and I feel like there's a little added pressure, right, to really just express my own thoughts. But again, I'm pretty honest, and that's how I'll leave it. I'll leave it with that. I've said that actually to multiple people for a very long time, people that have kind of doubted my, like, if I have loyalty or not, to this game, because I think it's hard to nail me because I've said very negative things about this game, but I've also said very positive things. So you can't call me a shill, definitely not, but you can't really call me a hater because I'm also not really a hater. So I'm kind of this like weird middle ground that you don't see, and I like that. Now again, would I prefer a game that maybe is just a little bit more consistent? Yes, I would like that too, but I like where we're at. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to, tell you guys what I think, and there'll be a lot of different videos. Like I said, we'll do, review scores. We'll go over them. I'll give my own review when I beat it. We'll talk about the ending. We'll talk about, the good of the game, the bad of the game. I actually have a couple different kinds of videos to do on this game too. Kind of some different stuff I'm experimenting with the channel in 2024. So let me know, I guess one last time almost, what you think of this game before it releases. Again, I'll see you when the reviews go live. We'll talk about them there. So make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I'll see you all on the next one.